Hello Aries, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is a weekly read for you for the last week of July 2020, so that's the 27th to the 2nd. And it's a general reading just to see what's on the cards for you at this time. But before we dive into the tarot, we need to consult the oracle. My hair's mad, sorry. I have my appointment booked, but it's only for August because the hairdressers are so busy. But anyway, let's see what mysterious words of wisdom the oracle has for our Aries for the last week of July 2020. What messages are there for Aries for the last week of July 2020? What messages are there for Aries for the last week of July 2020? Messages for Aries for the last week of July 2020. I'll take that pile and I'll just pull 3 cards and see where it goes from there. Let's see what you have. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. And you have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. So that's implying that spirits, your ancestors and spirit guides are releasing you of the obligation to stick to the old patterns of your family that are ingrained in you. And then finally you have the High Priest, intend and create. So if you want to get on with something, you've got to act like you want to do it. Put your money where your mouth is, sort of thing. So, and yet, let go of the need to be right. There may be some arguments for some of you or some issues, but in order to get through them, the best advice from Oracle is to let go of the need to be right. Do you want to be right? Or do you want to be happy? Dr. Phil says that. Sometimes you just got to let some things go. And perhaps a change in the way you do things. So let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. What's on the cards for Aries for the 4th week of July? No, I lied. It's the 5th week, and it's the last week of July 2020. What messages are there for Aries for the last week of July 2020? What messages are there for Aries for the last week of July 2020? Aries, you get 3 of Cups and the High Priestess. And the Page of Swords. So there you have it. Wanting to express a truth, an opinion, but with a lack of forethought perhaps for some of you, and therefore perhaps causing quite a lot of trouble. And I get this here, seeking the truth in an argument, in a perhaps a disagreement with someone, making a stand, but perhaps it's a little lacking in forethought and foreplanning, and perhaps the best way through that would be to let go of the need to be right. I know we all love to be heard, we all need to be heard, but sometimes you have to let go that sense of righteousness. You also have a lovely card of comradeship, celebrating with friends, perhaps a toast to success. We'll draw some more cards to get a deeper look at that. And you've got the High Priestess. I think that's sort of hidden knowledge, hidden truths coming up to the surface as well, maybe related to this Page of Swords. Again, I'll draw some cards and see what we get. Yeah. We've got the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Swords. The Nine of Wands indicates a long uphill struggle that you may be enduring or having just endured, and there's a sense, if you look at his whole face, indignation. But yes, I think he's still feeling pretty fierce and in defense, but you know, he has stood his ground. He has claimed his stake, and he is sticking to it. This card keeps coming up. But you know, the thing with the Nine of Wands is a long uphill struggle that may have you feeling tired and wounded and perhaps on the verge of throwing the towel in. But the message there is to actually not give up entirely, because you are so close to your goal. There is a transitioning towards easier times from troubled water. So it does seem that for some of you there's a sort of disruptive energy around you, arguments, disagreements. They may well be about how things are done traditionally. It may be about something you want to get on with and create. You have here the King of Wands. This is a desire, to me today it depicts a desire to bring something to fruition, to manifest it, something creative, something ambitious, some ambitious endeavour, and moving forward with that dream to bring it to the next level or to a better point, and bringing it to something worth celebrating is perhaps for many of you your surrounding issues today and your challenges. Oh dear, that's no good, sorry. It's just the card that comes with the pack. I thought I had it out. Right, your challenges are Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Sun. I guess the challenge is to reach that success, attain it, own it, feel it. But you're also struggling with resources and perhaps a sense of alienation or being left out in the cold, especially if you've been at loggerhorns with someone, especially if you've been opposing willpower with someone. There's also a sense of dissatisfaction that, you know, what's the point? Things aren't going that right. There's this sort of, it gets, you know, I guess with looking at this card as well, it's like you've reached a point where you've worked hard, you've argued your case, you've striven for something that you really want to bring about to fruition and complete. It's been ambitious, it's been difficult. There's a sense of, do you just throw in the towel? What's the use? Perhaps it's easier just to sit down with your arms and legs crossed and think, well, I'll give up, I'm not interested anymore. But you're so close to getting to where you want to be. There, you know, in this state of closed contemplation, you may well miss an opportunity to really push through with things and bring you to the success that you feel is without your reach. Also, the Sun could indicate for some of you a lack of clarity, because this is in a challenge row. So what's challenging you? Seeing things clearly. and finding success in what you want. So your advice cards show that this is a long haul that you're dealing with now. This is a long term, difficult, uphill struggle with a lot of responsibility, and maybe awkward. It needs a lot of dexterous strength to juggle all the different counterparts, bring them together, and push through to your goal. But you are stepping out onto a new adventure, and the advice cards here suggest taking a leap of faith and pushing through, enjoying a sense of trust that everything will come to fruition, and that yes indeed, with putting a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of energy, nurturing this, continuing to put your resources and efforts into this goal you're working towards, will bring fruition, will bring a sense of completion and abundance for some of you. Oh, look at your outcome. Oh gosh, that's beautiful. You get, the bottom of your deck is strength. You get the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups is, this is the opportunity that you could miss if you get all negative and miserable right now. A wonderful opportunity coming your way, an opportunity that can bring you joy, completion, happiness, and this is the sort of joy that just sort of spills out into all aspects of your life, and there could well be a union in this. Something really wonderful and exciting, creative is coming your way, and that could bring you to a delightful union, which may well be with another person, but it could be just a sense of having found the job you like, or having someone who works with you in this project, no longer being at loggerheads, just letting go from needing to be right and working with someone. You've also got the Three of Cups. There's this wonderful celebration, but it also has a sense of comradeship to it, this card, so that you could well be celebrating a joyous union, whether it's getting the right job or finding the right person. You're so close to getting to where you want to be, and you'll be able to hold on to your resources. You will be able to maintain the status quo and avoid this fear of being without and lacking, with gentle persuasion, with a softer approach, but a determined approach, you will reach your outcome. Again, I just get a sense the High Priest intend and create sort of is a warning here not to start putting your tools down now. Don't let go of what it is you're working towards. Manifest it, intend it to be, see it, visualize it, and act as if you want it to be, and you will be able to manifest this joy. It may well involve working outside the box, doing things in a slightly different way than what you have been used to doing. And I get a sense that, a lot of this clashing of swords here may well be with regards to doing things in the old traditional way. And perhaps this fits in, it's you that needs to change your perspective of how you do things, just by, easing up, letting things flow naturally, and doing things in a way that feels right, rather than a rigid way of doing them in the old-fashioned way, the old time-tested way, which, in many instances is valuable and worth following. But as the cards say here, maybe it's time to let go of that, think outside the box, and try someone else's way for a change. So success could be yours with gentle persuasion, with gentle, dogged persistence. And again, not trying to force things, just letting things work with you or working with your situation, and beneath that you have, you know, the ability to build something. Oh, you've even got the Magician there, to build something complete, something structured, something that will last a long time, stand the test of time. And I will stop pulling cards out the bottom. They're all wonderful, but yes, you've got the Magician. You can do this. As above, so below. You can bring this idea of yours, this goal, into fruition, and you can succeed. So there you have it, with letting go of the need to be right, doing things slightly different, but persevering. Don't give up, because giving up means you miss an opportunity coming your way, a wonderful opportunity that could bring union, security, and solidity. That's wonderful. Lovely energies for you this week, Aries. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if you did, please remember to hit the like button, share and subscribe, and have a good week. And God bless you till we meet again.